Welcome to today's video, Habakkuk 2 verse 14 explained. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. This verse is a powerful declaration of hope and future restoration. It speaks of a time when the entire earth will be filled with the knowledge of God's glory. Not just a limited place, not just a chosen few, but the whole earth. This is a prophetic vision of a universal revelation of God's majesty, power, and righteousness. When we hear the phrase knowledge of the glory of the Lord, it refers to more than just knowing facts about God. It means a deep, intimate awareness and understanding of who God is. His holiness, His mercy, His justice, and His greatness will be fully known and experienced by all creation. This is not a passive knowledge but an overwhelming awareness that changes lives and cultures. The comparison as the waters cover the sea is key to understanding the scale of this promise. Think about how water completely fills and surrounds the sea. There is no part of the sea that is not filled with water. In the same way, this verse promises that the knowledge of God will permeate every corner of the earth. There will be no place untouched by His presence and truth. Just like the sea cannot exist without being filled with water, the future world will not exist without being filled with the knowledge of God. This verse stands in contrast to the earlier verses in Habakkuk where judgment and destruction are described. It shows that God is not only a God of justice, but also a God of restoration and hope. Despite the sins of the people and the coming judgment, God has a plan for a glorious future where His truth will reign. Habakkuk wrote this at a time when evil seemed to be winning. The Babylonians were rising to power, and God's people were suffering. But in the middle of this chaos, God gives this promise. Evil may have its moment, but it will not last forever. God will ultimately be glorified across the earth. His presence will not be hidden. His truth will not be silenced. This is a message that gives hope to all believers who live in dark times. This prophecy also connects with other scriptures. In Isaiah 11 verse 9, a similar phrase is used when describing the future reign of the Messiah. The earth being full of the knowledge of the Lord links with God's ultimate plan for redemption and restoration through Christ. It reflects the end goal of the gospel message, that the whole world may know and glorify God. In practical terms, this verse challenges believers to live with the expectation of God's coming glory. It reminds us to share the knowledge of God in our own lives, because we are part of this bigger plan. While the full fulfillment of this promise lies in the future, we are called to reflect God's glory today in our actions, our words, and our love.